You can download an artificial intelligence, put it on your own laptop, and run it with the internet switched off. No company watching, no monthly bill. So, what exactly are you downloading? It turns out it's just one big file of numbers. Today, let's open it up. Here is the strange truth about a modern AI model. The thing that makes it smart is not clever code. It's a giant list of numbers. In our fine-tuning episode, we pictured a model as billions of tiny dials. Well, the weights are simply the final setting of every one of those dials, frozen in place after training. Learn the numbers, and you have the whole model. So when training finishes, all of that learning gets saved. As a single file packed with these numbers, a small model might hold a few billion of them. A large one, hundreds of billions. Written out, that file can be a few gigabytes or a few hundred. And that file is the entire brain of the AI, nothing else required. Now, every model really has two parts. First, the architecture. That is the shape of the network, the wiring, and that part is public and fairly well understood. Second, the weights, the actual numbers that fill that wiring in. The architecture is the empty recipe. The weights are the finished dish, and getting those numbers right is what costs millions of dollars to train. The wiring is cheap, the weights are the treasure. Which leads to the one question that splits the entire AI world in two. When a company trains a powerful model, do they hand you that file of weights, or do they keep it locked away on their own servers? That single choice gives us open models and closed models. Let's start with open. An open weights model is one where the company publishes the numbers, the actual file, free for you to download. You can copy it, study it, run it, and change it, all on your own machine. The brain of the model is literally in your hands. And it is surprisingly hands-on. You go to a hub like Hugging Face. Think of it as the code-sharing site, but for models, you download the weights file. Then a tool like Ollama or LM Studio loads those numbers onto your computer. And now the model runs right there, offline and private, answering you without a single request ever leaving your laptop. And these are not toys. Some of the most capable models in the world are open. Meta's Llama, Mistral out of France, DeepSeek, and Alibaba's Qwen all publish their weights. Download any of them, and you are running the very same model that powers real products used by millions. So open weights shine when privacy matters, and your data must never leave your walls. When you want full control and no vendor lock-in. When you are running at scale and renting by the request gets expensive. And when you want to fine-tune the model into something that is truly your own. Now the other side, closed. A closed model is one where the weights never leave the company. The file stays locked on their servers and you never see it or touch it. Instead, you rent access. You send your question in and the answer comes back out, but the brain itself stays with them. In practice, it works like this. Your prompt travels over the internet to their data center. Their weights, running on their hardware, produce an answer. And that answer travels back to you. You are talking to the model. Through a locked door, you get its intelligence, but never the file. This is what an API really is. Rented intelligence, charged by the request. And this camp holds many of the biggest names. OpenAI's GPT, Anthropic's Claude, and Google's Gemini are all closed. You can use them from anywhere in seconds, but you will never download them. They live only behind the API. So closed models win when you want the easiest possible start. Just an API key and go. When you want the absolute frontier of raw capability. When you would rather not own or babysit any hardware. And when you want someone else to handle the scaling, the updates, and the safety. You might wonder, why would anyone give a model away? For the open side, it builds trust and a huge community that improves the model for free. And it stops any single company from owning the technology outright. For the closed side, the weights are the entire business. Keeping them secret is what funds the next, even bigger model. Both choices are perfectly rational. They are just different bets. Now, one important catch. Open weights does not always mean open source. You are almost always getting the finished numbers, but not necessarily the training data or the freedom to use it any way you like. Some come with real restrictions. So the honest label for most of these is open weights. You get the brain, but not always the full recipe or a blank check. And can your laptop actually run one? It depends on the size. The biggest open models still need serious, expensive graphics cards, the kind that live in data centers. But smaller versions and compressed ones run happily on a good laptop or even a phone. So, open does not automatically mean easy. The bigger the brain, the more muscle it takes to run it. Let's put them side by side. With open models, you hold the weights, you run them wherever you like, your data stays private, and you can customize them deeply, but you own the setup and the hardware. With closed models, the company holds the weights. Everything runs on their servers. Your data is sent out to them. Customization is limited, but you get the frontier with almost no effort. Same goal, two very different bargains. And here is where it connects, back to fine-tuning. Because you actually have an open model's weights, you can retrain them deeply and permanently into a specialist that is yours to keep. With a closed model, you can only tune it through their service on their terms, and the result still lives on their servers. Owning the file means owning the future of that model. So, which should you pick? For most people, starting out, reach for a closed API. It is the fastest path to the most capable models with almost zero setup. Move to open weights when privacy, control, offline use, or deep customization really matter to you. And plenty of serious teams run both closed for the frontier and open for everything private. So, to recap, the weights are the learned numbers that literally are the model. Open models hand you that file. Llama, Mistral, DeepSeek, and Qwen. Closed models rent it to you through an API, GPT, Claude, and Gemini, and you choose between them by weighing privacy and control against sheer ease and capability. If this made AI feel a little clearer, subscribe. That's one concept at a time here on Superintelligence.